Howdy, kids, and welcome back to Sonic Adventure. We're now on part 5.
Oh boy, we're in the egg
No,
carrier.
Sonic.
I'm really happy that I didn't have to
Not-
introduce this part again.
We're not Star Destroyer.
The not starters. Yeah, gotta love Eggman. He's a big fan of Star Wars.
You know, what is this?
A dumb puzzle, that's what it is.
G.
A little bit of backstory. When I was younger, it took me forever to solve this.
I don't
I-
You're
know.
a little tiny kid. Yeah, I can see that. Once you're
Yeah.
older, it's just obvious. It's like, wow, how much narcissism can you fit in one door code?
I was like
Yeah.
7, so...
I felt the same thing happened to me.
Unfortunately, I didn't play this until much later in my life. So,
Look, we're the child garden. So, are you gonna show it off, King?
Nope!
Yeah, okay, here's the little thing.
Oh.
In the Dreamcast version, the Chow Garden is really big. Really, really big. In fact, you could even drown in the Chow Garden in the egg carrier. That's how big it was.
huh. Yeah. Thank God the
Thinking of that
GameCube
big
part.
story, like, that's kind of silly.
Good thing the GameCube ports negated that.
Yeah, they changed the Chow Garden so, you know, your Chow wouldn't fall off in the Mystic Ruins Chow Garden and you couldn't drown.
Well, I think that was also done with the Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure 2, but it doesn't seem like much of a difference, in my opinion.
Yeah, there really isn't much of a difference.
There wasn't one. I thought it was just like a straight-up port.
Well,
I
you
don't
know,
know.
when you make a port to another console, you have to have this little tendency of making things interesting.
Well,
Or you can just reverse it.
you know, if you fix things, I mean, that's fine. Granted, graphical textures aren't always necessary.
Speaking of which, King, does Big freak out in the final story?
We don't speak of Big.
No, he doesn't.
I think this is
He
why you
doesn't
should have
freak
played the Dreamcast version, so
I didn't want to see that.
so our audience can have a heart attack.
I did not want to see that.
Listen, we don't speak of Big, period.
Too bad for you, the big part's the longest part.
Now we're coming up to one of my favorite Sonic characters. That's not Eggman.
Eggman's
You mean that
robot.
Wookiee over there?
He was a pretty bad character, if you ask me.
F you.
Gamma
Oh.
is a stale character with a great story.
Gamma's not
What
being the Don
story?
screw.
What, King?
Oh,
Being in Dynamite is the best.
yeah. I'm gonna say this right
I
now.
like Omega more.
Yeah, I prefer Omega more, but when it comes to Gamma, I really don't like the Sonic Adventure adaptation. I prefer the Sonic Battle adaptation of, you know, Gamma.
There was no Sonic Battle adaptation of Gamma. He was just a robot made to look like Gamma.
Yeah.
Well,
And
he's
there
a
was
lot
like a
more
bunch-
interesting, and King, you're giving this way too much effort.
What are you talking about, bro?
You just seem like you're just over expunging and this boss doesn't need to take this long.
Yeah.
I do prefer Omega because he's kind of like Vegeta and Dragon Ball.
Oh, look.
After
Oh look, Gamma's doing the robot.
I hate everyone's scenario of how Gamma looks. I wish Gamma's one was more canon because he looked like he was gonna blast Sonic in the forehead, but you know, I can't be happy with my Sonic stuff.
You know, the thing I don't like about Gamma's canon is that it just looks unwieldy compared to his structure. Like, I want
Looks
to know
too
why.
heavy?
Huh?
Looks too heavy or too big?
It looks too big. Heavy, I don't think is a problem because he's a robot. But like, it looks big and it looks like it's got a little handle underneath it. It's like, why would Gamma even need a handle? He's a robot. I mean,
His eyes is the sensor, the scope.
This is too big for me.
yeah, I mean, you think it would just look like a Mega Man Mega Buster, only Eggman style.
You know, red.
When I was younger and I heard Sonic say that, I thought he was gonna go and murder Eggman.
No, that's Shadow.
He was probably thinking that.
He was probably thinking that. So what? He's gonna go up to Eggman, hold a gun to him, and say, Was it, I'm not gonna let you go anymore.
You know what? I prefer that than Death by Karate Chop.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Why was he the only one that got
Karate Chop
karate?
action!
Why was he the only one that got karate chopped?
Okay, Eggman's not cool enough for Shadow to let go. He has to be murdered by Karate Chop.
I mean, you think... Well, I mean, to be honest, I think I like it because it kind of leaves it open to Eggman just being knocked out. I mean,
Well,
He dead, man. He dead.
Eggman's... I mean, look at it like this. Eggman has survived worse.
Yes.
He dead.
Dude, he's survived, like, the fall of how many Death Eggs?
Hey,
Oh.
hey.
Oh, yeah.
Shadow logic is weird logic. He can survive the greatest fall, but die from the smallest chop. It
Well,
can
yeah.
happen.
Think of Shadow.
Remember?
Well, think of Shadow. He dies and he's supposedly supposed to die on Sonic Adventure 2, but yet Sonic can survive a fall like that, no problem.
No, hold on. The Sonic series has this little gene called popularity, and the popularity
When you're
gene.
popular, you can survive anything.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say plot convenience.
No,
That too.
don't gotta take it. That's Sonic Heroes.
In my opinion, I don't even think they should have intended Shadow to be a one-shot. It's like, why? I mean, he is interesting. I mean, Shadow's like a mix between Cell
the-
and Vegeta.
He's one of the only characters with a deep enough backstory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, here's the thing. Sonic, the characters Chaos and Shadow, they are obviously one-shot. You have enough of their backstory to understand why they're doing what they're doing. They have their own little plots and their own little history. There's no reason for you to actually exploit their backstory any more than the one game they were introduced in.
I'm kind of confused. Sorry if this is a stupid question. Does Sonic have a backstory?
No.
Games, no. Comics, yes. I don't want to talk about that.
Did they explain
Let's talk
anything
about the Archie
in?
comics.
Did they explain anything in like Sonic Chronicles?
Nope.
Nope.
I would also like to address the Sonic 2 video. Sketch brought up that the best special stages in the final part were the ball stages. I would like to
Which
say
they
F you,
are.
Sketch. The best special stages to me are the half pipes. I can actually
Forget you.
withstand those.
I can't get past the second one in Sonic 2. And have you played the half pipe
You're a
special
pro-
stages
pro-
in
pro-
Sonic
pro-
Heroes?
But okay,
Nah, bro, I
Okay,
like
you-
Sonic 3DS special stages.
you got me there.
Okay,
And King, why are you doing this the hard way?
because he's
I
king.
forgot how to beat him. Okay.
Can't blame you.
All right, but to be perfectly honest, this is my favorite Chaos theme. I mean, besides the Sonic Battle one, which is pretty interesting.
I think my
Yeah.
favorite Chaos theme is the theme of Chaos Zero.
Yeah, you know what? That theme is really good. And you know what? Chaos 6 has the ability to take on Sonic, but you know, Eggman's being stupid. And I will.
How do you have 6 emeralds and still lose?
Oh, I see. Dragon Ball Z logic.
Oh no!
Yeah, and here's the thing. Excuse me for knowing my temperatures, but as how high as they are, Chaos should be frozen. Just saying.
Oh, you know, he is
Ha.
Chaos. He defies physics.
Oh yeah, okay. Tell me that when King freezes him again.
Well, you know, plot convenience.
Well, then again, Big owned Chaos Zero by just throwing a fishing rod in him. So,
Wasn't Sonic fighting him at that same time?
you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I like to think that Big went first. He's like, "F you! I just want my frog. Get out of here."
Oh yeah, I noticed that in the cutscene. I was gonna say suddenly big, but we were too busy talking about other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Big is part of this game.
Yeah,
He doesn't
I
need to be.
am trying to state that we will ignore him because I don't want to watch like several parts of
Too
fishing.
bad you're watching the big fishing.
Forget you, man. I'm
Oh.
skipping that.
Well, I'll be there for the big fishing things. I actually have a lot of trivia on Big, but you know we'll get to that when we get to it.
Can't you like tell us about it like during Amy's playthrough?
Oh, okay, I don't mind that
there's-
either.
I mean, Amy's not all that interesting in this game.
Well, she's mostly plot.
Yeah, I mean, her plot's fine. Her gameplay's okay, but it's so Mario that it kind of drags.
You know what's the saddest thing? Out of everyone in this game, Amy seems to be the only one who has, constant continuity with this game. It's like she's the only one with memory. Anyway, Sonic commits suicide.
Yep. Like we said, this type of fall could kill Shadow, but yet this type of fall does what to Sonic?
Well, Shadow fell from space, so...
Wait a sec. Oh, look. Comical pancake flop. Wasn't there supposed to be a little whistle or something that plays here?
Where's this?
Dreamcasters.
Bring GameCube.
I
Why would you
forget.
take it out.
For
If
you
I'm not
guys...
speaking as much, it's because I'm eating.
Yeah.
I know, you need to stop eating them
Mr.
dill
MLG
pickles.
is... Mr. MLG is eating his pickles of death. I mean, God dang it.
I haven't been talking much because I'm lagging too much.
It's okay. I'll get your lag solved in the next episode.
Sketch has this machine that can remove lag.
Trying to show me something.
Oh boy, I wish. Well, I mean, technically I do. It's called an Ethernet cable, but I only have one in my room, so...
It's all mine! F you.
Hey, I'm the one, I'm the most important one here.
Hey, you can play as
What are you
Big
talking
now.
about? I'm most important.
Well, you're not the one recording all this. The game, yeah, but, not this commentary.
Hey, I provide quality
And
when
now
I want to.
And now we come
You're
to
eating
the more
chips.
interesting stage.
Hey, chips equal quality. I can't be giving quality on an empty stomach.
Quality for
Uh,
your eating habits, maybe, but not quality for this commentary.
Oh,
Yeah, I would say, because, is
Anyway,
quality commentary.
We come to Lost World, and a little trivia about me and Sonic Adventure. This is the only level I have never A-ranked.
Scrub.
I'm gonna say suck and
It's
scrub.
well, because
Wait,
it's
wait,
the strict
wait.
time limit.
Oh, that's
well,
right.
it's not really the strict time limit. It's I'm pretty sure you guys already know, but I don't need to tell you what it is.
I actually
Tell me
forgot
anyway,
for a
just 'cause I
second
don't
that
know.
I forgot for a second that the ranks in this game aren't like the ranks in the rest of the Sonic series. They're just different, difficult, time attacks.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
get me started on Big. I can never get anything above a C rank for Big.
Well, it's because fishing sucks.
I
Yeah, I
actually,
did it.
I actually
I
don't
got 'em
mind.
all.
I actually don't mind it because big stages are rather they're boring. I'm gonna lie.
They're fun.
They're not really fun.
I don't know
Big
why
is
anyone would
dangerous.
like them unless you really like fishing, which is fine if you do. But for those of us who would rather just fish in real life, no, I don't want to play Sega Pro Base fishing. Bass.
And
Sorry.
you missed one of the lights.
Yeah, I'll go back and get it.
Later. Anyway, anyone who plays this game and trying to get a time attack, this little part right here is probably the main reason why you don't have an A.
Yeah, this part can suck it.
Yeah. This whole level can suck, and I'd never go back to play these stages.
The only reason why I play this stage is because I want that goddamn A rank. That's it.
I mean, for me, I'm not a big fan of the whole, Egyptian or Aztec tomb aesthetic. So anytime a game has something like this, take Sandalpolis, I don't really go out of my way to go back and play the stage.
I don't like desert stages because they're bland looking.
I don't mind desert stages if, they actually have something unique going on in them. Which is why
Which none of them do.
Oh, so
Well,
like that desert
I-
stage in Sonic Riders?
that desert stage is actually, which one? The daytime or the nighttime one?
I'd actually say I think the nighttime is a bit more unique than the daytime.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the daytime one sucks.
It doesn't, sorta. I think the only thing I didn't
It's not
like
so
about
bad. It's not so bad. It's just bland.
the only thing I didn't really care for in the desert stages in Sonic Riders, the first one, was the item placement.
I hate desert stages.
The only desert stage I really love to play is Sonic Adventure 2's tail stage, Hidden Passage.
Hidden base.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Well, Hidden Base and Sand Ocean. Those are my favorite desert stages.
I don't. Well, my problem is because the control is so awkward on my GameCube controller. It makes it unenjoyable to play stages like those, especially because there's always bottomless, like the sand pits.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's one of my bigger pet peeves about sand stages is the abuse of quicksand. I mean, I get that quicksand is a thing, but like, that doesn't need to be like the whole stage.
So which way does King go? The easy way or the hard way?
I forget.
We'll find
The
out
hard
here.
way.
We'll find out in a moment.
See you next time
Next
on
time.
Dragon Ball Z.
Wait, wrong show.
And,
Yeah,
That's
wrong.
Sonic X.
and King goes the hard way.
Because King is hardcore.
Well, this is actually quite ballsy. You guys are now watching a very first in YouTube history. Let's Play channel actually taking the hard route in Sonic Adventure.
It's not even that hard. It's just rotating platforms.
What's that?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
I'm confused.
YouTube. Anyway, King being stupid, you grab the electric shield, and anyone who's played this stage and you grab the electric shield and you walk
I
up
still
without-
made it anyway because I'm
Yeah.
pro.
Well, yeah, but if you walk up to it without charging and you do a light speed dash, you're not gonna make it.
Well, that's a shame.
Man,
I will say, I think we'll be coming up to a part in the stage that is one of those things that I've always been confused about. I don't remember if it's
This
stage.
part?
No.
Dun, 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 dun. What's wrong with us?
Well, who else doesn't see that reference?
Indiana Jones with fire.
Yeah,
And feet.
Fire.
I think the only part that bothered me is how the hell did that rock catch on fire?
Good point. Do rocks
Dramatic
really
effect.
catch on fire?
Oh, a little trivia note: you can actually cheat this entire part if you know which
Hey
angle.
King,
the cut
watch
happens.
out. There was fire on that enemy.
Okay, buddy.
It's actually awkward. The guy here who hates Sonic games knows the most about a Sonic game.
Well, that's because you have you have a ton of free time that you use researching stuff.
Why? I'm not even gonna challenge that because
No excuses.
I
mean,
just
like-
said I wasn't gonna challenge that.
I mean, like, I do the same, but, like, sometimes if I don't know where I can go to research, I don't really bother. Granted, like, I think most of the time we just use something. I would use something like Sonic Retro, but if I can't find anything on Sonic Retro, I usually just kind of give up there.
Sonic Retro doesn't have it. Oh well.
Well, Sonic Retro is, like, the best
Sonic-
site for, stuff like that. Like, I remember when they had that one guy who actually worked with Sega of America back in the 90s.
Which
Tom
guy?
Kalinske?
Huh?
Tom Kalinske?
Was it him? I can't
What the
remember.
hell?
He was the president
No, not him.
of Sega America.
He was just a contractor. He didn't really work with them a lot. I think the only big thing he credited himself with was the idea of the Mario Sonic crossover with like Olympic Games.
Was it not Yuji Naka?
No, I forget his name. He was on Sonic. He showed up on Sonic Retro. His typing, his spelling wasn't the greatest, but you could understand what he said.
Speaking of Sonic, Iizuka's very first game was Golden Axe 3.
Just like Hideo Kojima's was that Penguin game.
And
But oh, the one thing about that guy who worked with Sega in the 90s showed up on Sonic Retro. He gave the best advice: do not give your ideas to corporate entities. Like, keep them to yourself, because if you give them to a corporate entity, they'll tell you that they're not interested, but if they truly like it, they'll use it without your permission.
sir, this is also copyrighted.
Well, like, if you give them an idea for like a Sonic game, which you can't copyright, and they like it, but they don't want to have to give you credit, they'll just tell you that they're not interested, save it, and then they'll use it another time. And you'll be left there like, that son of a gun.
In Yuji Naka's, no, in Takashi's next game, we have this totally original idea that one person's like, this, it's all lies.
This sounds like Sonic the Dark Brotherhood. It looks like a fan wrote it.
That wouldn't
It's
surprise
probably
me.
you, Meta.
Hey, shut up!
No. Meta doesn't
They
write
won't
Sonic
give me
fanfiction.
the rights yet. I'm trying.
Hey. Meta doesn't write Sonic fanfiction. He writes Vectorman fanfiction. Get it right.
I didn't.
Well, there was that one Sonic X Vector Man fan fiction that he did.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Okay, I didn't. Okay. Next part.